guys, how's it going on this amazing day? I got another story coming your way. This story took place at the beginning of this year. So let me get into the story. My city was declared in like a state of emergency from a blizzard. No vehicles were supposed to be on the road. No one was supposed to be out or anything because it was like a bad blizzard. Well, I didn't know this, and I texted my friend to match. So I walked. Well, this is the same friend from my last story about hotboxing and racing. I recommend you go check that out. But it's the same friend. So I walked all the way up the street in the snow while there was like 2 feet of snow on the ground and it was still snowing. And it's just like my neighborhood's not plowed yet. They never plow my neighborhood till like it's done snowing. But they plow all the main roads. And my bad, guys, if I sound like I'm half dead and tired. It's 3 a.m. I'm just trying to get this done. I wrote this story like a week ago and never got down to saying it. But okay, let me get back to the story. Well, my streets never get plowed, so we always have to walk in the snow and all that shit. So I was walking in the snow and as soon as I got to his house, he was already waiting for me. So we just ended up walking to the bank. And when we got to the bank, we got money. Well, he got money out the ATM. I keep my money in cash if I even have money, because I'm a broke ass motherfucker. But okay, so when he got money from the ATM, he called his brother, and I guess his brother already got grass or something. We were all matching his brother or some shit, so we only matched I think we only matched 2 blunts or one fat ass blunt and then like a small one. Yeah, so 2 blunts, something. It was just like we didn't have much weed, basically, and we ended up driving to Royal Farms to get Rellos and coffee and gas and munchies and shit. So while we were leaving Royal Farms, they grabbed a snowball, they made a snowball, and they held it in the car. And while we were driving towards the highway, my friend, he didn't open up the car door, but he went he leaned out the window and threw it at a guy, and he didn't smack him in the face. It would have been so funny if he did. It smacked him in the back of his windbreaker. We heard it smack him, and we were all laughing because he had his window down still. And it was so fucked up. I do not recommend doing that. That's like a biggest asshole move you could ever do. But we started rolling the blunt, and there was like 4 or 5 cars going up this ramp to get onto the highway. And we're the last car. So all these cars are going real slow, and we're like, what the driver, my friend's brother, is like, what the fuck is going on? And anything. So I was like beeping his horn because they're just going real slow. So he lets all them cars go up, and we were just sitting there rolling our blunt like the bottom of the ramp because there was no cars behind us. There was like no cars anywhere except for in front of us. I guess they were just getting off work. And we ended up getting stuck at the top. So as soon as we get to the top, there's no cars behind us. We got like 2 cars behind us. And I think it was like a nurse and some lady that didn't help. But the nurse helped us. She got out with a shovel and stuff, trying to help us. And then we were all out except for one of us. My friend stayed in the car rolling while all of us were out trying to push the car. And then his girlfriend got in the driver's seat that I guess gave it gas while we were pushing it, and we got it unstuck a little bit, and then she gets it stuck again, and we couldn't get it unstuck. We were sitting there for so long. So I got back in the car to warm up my hands. We all did, and a state trooper pulls up behind us, and I was so scared because we were rolling a blunt. So before he could come to the car, we all got out the car except for my friend. And was like, yeah, we got stuck. Can you help us? So he was helping us, and he called for a tow truck. And then the tow truck came and just hooked on some shit on the Honda Civic. I'm surprised he didn't break the Honda Civic by pulling it out by its bumper. But he hooked some hook onto the inside of the bumper and pulled it out, and then we were all happy as shit. And so we got the blunts and everything rolled. Well, we get unstuck, and then we thank the officer and the tow truck driver, and we get back in the car, and he has some rolled. So we're like, yes, we can't wait to smoke. We start smoking. Then we're just like, hey, let's go to the city. So we're driving around the city towards the more wealthy part, the harbor area, because that's real wealthy in my city. And we see all these people skiing and snowboarding on the streets of the city while there's a little bit of snow. That's how their transportation was. And then we got stuck out front of a hotel. There was a little one of them little fountains with the road that goes around it. But we got stuck on around it, and we were smoking. So we were sitting there smoking, while stuck, we didn't even care we were stuck till after we smoked. Then we were high as shit trying to like dig our way out of it. And then some people from the hotel came and I don't know if it was a hotel or apartment complex, but some people came out. I guess it was a apartment complex because they had all this stuff there. Hotel usually wouldn't bring that stuff in like, I don't know, January, February. You wouldn't bring snowboarding stuff to Baltimore. Or, yeah, Baltimore is my city. I don't care if y'all know where I live. But so we were just like high as shit trying to get this car unstuck in the cold. And it stopped snowing at this point, but we were still cold. And then a city worker came and helped us, and then he ended up getting stuck. So when we got unstuck, we helped him get unstuck. And I was freezing my balls off like this whole time. And I drank my coffee, and we started to head home. And it was just like a relaxed ride. Like we were warm, we had coffee, we were high, we were going home, not getting stuck. And then I got dropped off at at my friend's block, and that's like on the other side neighborhood. I was kind of mad about that. I had to walk home in the cold, but anyway, I do not recommend driving and smoking, especially in the snow. It's really dangerous. But if you like my video at any point in time, give it a like and subscribe.